Hello everyone, you're welcome to Healthy Options with Maureen. Today we'll be making some lamb with vegetables. This recipe tends to be a bit long, so we'll be dividing it into two parts. We'll do most of the preparation today, and next week we'll continue with the cooking. The good thing about this recipe is that it has some vegetables that goes along with the lamb. I'm sure your guests will really enjoy it during this festive season. Come with me as we make this. So for our lamb with vegetables, we will need to prepare our stock for this recipe. Then we'll also need to start with the preparation for the lamb. From the butcher's place, I was able to separate the bones from the lamb. You can either use lamb or mouton. Any one of them would go well. Here we have some things we'll be needing for the stock. We have the lamb bones, we have some onions, we have some celery. Then we'll be adding just a tiny pinch of salt with some water. Now we have some lamb as well. For the preparation of the lamb, we'll be needing some black pepper, we'll need some salt, we'll need some cumin, then a little bit of olive oil. We'll prepare this separately. This will be the start of our recipe, and I'll show you how we'll go about this. To make the meat stock, we add the onions to the bones, we add the celery stock, we add just a tiny pinch of salt, then we'll cover this with water. We'll place on heat now so that it can boil to be able to produce our stock. As you can see, I've placed this on heat. I'll cover, I'll let it boil and do its thing. Now for the lamb, we'll be needing just some salt. As you can see, I'm already sprinkling some salt. Be careful not to over salt it. We'll need some black pepper. We need some cumin. Then we'll be adding some olive oil to this. Just a little bit. We'll stir it together, then I'll show you what next to do from here. So using our hands, we mix everything together to bring it together nicely, to make sure every piece of the meat is covered with both the salt and the spices. So while doing this, I've placed a cast iron skillet on heat. It's been hot for some time, so I will go place the lamb on the cast iron skillet to quickly sear it, and we'll proceed our cooking. So this is the cast iron skillet. As you can see, it's smoking hot. I'll start placing the lamb on it gently so that they can sear. Be careful not to overcrowd the pan. You can see the brown coloring from behind. That's exactly what we are looking for. We are looking for this color both on the front and the reverse side. We just sear it and we'll take them off the heat as quickly as possible. Continue with the second batch until we are completely done. So I'm going to continue until I'm done searing the meat. So right now we're in the cooking stage of the mouton preparation. As you can see, it's been all seared. Our stock is ready as well. So for the meat to be thoroughly cooked in this stage, we need some ginger garlic paste, we need some garam masala, some salt. You may not need this. You have to test for your seasoning before you add salt so that you won't oversalt the meat, because you remember we put some salt already while we were searing the meat. Then of course, we need the lamb stock we prepared. So everything goes into the pot and we'll cover with the lamb stock and we'll proceed cooking. The lamb goes into the pot. Cover the lamb with the garam masala. We add the ginger garlic paste. We top with the lamb stock. And see, the lamb stock is still hot. I just got it out from the heat now, so we'll cover everything with the lamb stock. We stir, then we'll place on heat. Then we allow the lamb to cook slowly until it's thoroughly cooked. I'll allow it boil, then once it starts boiling, I will turn down the heat until it's cooked through.